Hello and welcome to Blind Tag Wrestling News. Now, and this is the review for NXT 2.0 for October 19th, 2021.
Yes, sir.
Then we're also going to debut during this show, at the end of this show even, our new little segment.
Yes.
Do you know what it's called?
It's called Blind Tag Wrestling Fast Nationals.
Fast Nationals. That's right. Not a whole story, but when you don't have the whole story, just give the story you want.
Yes.
The Fast Nationals. That's what we're going to have for you.
Stay tuned for that.
Oh, yeah. You're going to love it. And if you don't, we'll manufacture it for you to love. Maybe someone will correct us later on. But hey, NXT 2.0.
Yes.
It was a great show.
As always.
It was fantastic. This one.
Oh, so much great stuff.
The go home, if you will.
Yes.
The go home, if you will. To Halloween Havoc.
Oh,
I'm
so excited.
The lovely Halloween Havoc.
Oh,
that I have loved you for so long, Halloween Havoc. I am very excited. So
yes,
a lot of big things. There's actually some things that happen on the show. We'll get to it, but we don't have, as of press time, we don't know the condition of JC Jane. She will get to that, but she was hurt.
Yes,
and it didn't look good.
It did not.
There's a reason they call them suicide dives, kids. Sometimes it goes that way. A lot of great setup for Halloween Havoc, though, so let's just get right to it.
All right.
And I'm going to start this bad boy off.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Obviously, we start off, incredible show going out. We're starting off Carmelo Hayes.
Yes.
And Trick Williams.
Yes, they're a great team. And, of course, he's the new North American champion.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pronouns pal. Carmelo Hayes.
Such a beautiful belt. I mean, it's a beautiful belt.
It really is.
I actually have to admit, I saw the commercial where you could save 20% off and 40% off certain things.
You're like, huh?
I totally went on there to check out that NXT North American title. Do you know how much that replica is?
How much?
It's several $100s.
Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
Not a surprise.
That's on sale. The belt collectors for NXT don't joke around, do you?
No.
You do not play around. So, big stuff going on in this match. Came out for a promo after the shocking win last week for the NXT North American Championship.
Yes.
It's Trick's fantastic on the stick. That's one thing I have on my notes, man, because he's got a little pizzazz.
Yeah,
to him.
He's got a presence.
Mello says he's the leader of the new school, and he ran through competition, earned his shot. When he shoots,
he never misses.
He never misses.
I swear to God, I thought he was going to say Mello is money for a second. I was like, wait a second.
Yeah, he was getting at it, wasn't he?
I've heard that before.
Yeah, somewhere. But the next North American title, from now on, it is the A title.
Yes.
It is the A title.
It's the number one title.
You all better call it the A title.
You better.
So that's what he was saying.
Yes, sir.
And I think somebody's music hit.
Oh, perhaps Mr. Johnny Gargano.
Johnny Wrestling. Yeah, so Johnny
He was
Wrestling,
in a great mood.
Yeah, he comes out, and he was in a really good mood. It did seem like a pretty good, cleaned up Johnny Gargano coming out in a good mood. And he's talking about the fact that right now, Johnny he don't have anything to do. Candace is preggers. You got Indy getting married.
Yeah. Honeymoon stuff.
The boy is up on Raw now.
Yeah.
So Austin Theory's gone, See,
what's Johnny to do?
He's got an empty nest and nothing to do. So he looked at that belt and he said, you know what? I think I know what I can do. I've held that belt more than anybody, and I'm going to come after that belt. So
why don't you take your shot at me?
One of the funnier parts in this segment, still in the ring, is Trick trying to get over on Johnny, and he's like, yeah. He's like, Indy's been sliding into my boy's DMs. She's been sliding into my DMs, and the whole time
Johnny's like, yeah, that's
like,
funny.
Yeah, all right. And they're like, dog, that's your daughter. And he's like, yeah, that is my daughter, and that's my son-in-law.
Oh, man.
And they did beautiful with the shoot on this.
Yeah.
The fans did not sell this out.
No.
Dexter Lumis standing behind them right then, dude. He's a scary dude. It was fantastic just because I'm over on Dexter Lumis from his character. He's so 1987.
He's hilarious.
He's a lot of fun. Of course, he scared the bejesus out of them.
Scared the belt off of him.
Yeah, belt drops. They take a powder. Johnny and Dexter. Johnny's kind of like right there in front, and Dexter's behind him. He turns around.
Oh, that's the thing now.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a thing, isn't it?
It's been a thing. It's been a thing when you weren't looking many times.
Oh, man.
So obviously that's setting up some good stuff, and I was excited about it. It's a good way to start. If you're going to start with an in-ring.
Yeah, start with something entertaining.
It was a good one to start.
Like Johnny Gargano.
Yeah, and then we go to something else is a good way to have. I just wish we had a classroom segment this week.
I know.
But Andre Chase, oh yeah. Andre Chase, which, again, speaking of merchandise, don't be surprised if you see a Chase U shirt.
We go to Chase U.
Yeah, because, man, again, if you haven't seen the segment with him in the classroom, going nuts and cussing.
Dropping F-bombs all over the place.
That was a beautiful thing. He had a match coming out and honestly got a good reaction.
Yeah.
But then Odyssey Jones came out, and he's sort of in the Johnny camp, it seems, because they're basing this match on the fact that at the wedding segment, that one moment where, Chase stands up
and interrupts, right?
And Odyssey Jones is like, hey, sit down.
Well, Odyssey Jones was part of the bachelor party and whatnot.
But
he's friends.
Yeah, that set up this whole match. Man, don't diss anybody.
Because Andre made him lose. And then Odyssey was like, no. We're going to have a match.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. But this match was a squash match. Literally. Because Odyssey Jones has a lot of talent, man. Look, I really predict that Odyssey Jones is going to be, no matter what name it's used,
right?
Odyssey Jones is going to be, he's going to be up there in stratosphere. He's a big dude, and he is going to be money.
Andre Chase shouldn't have dedicated it to the student section. That's where he went wrong.
Yeah, he does have the student section now. They're all wearing the Chase U shirts, and I hope that becomes a thing. Just because I really enjoy the cussing promos.
Oh, it's great.
It's a lot of fun. But then we get one of my coworkers, one of my fellow managers in the business, little Malcolm
Bivens.
Malcolm Bivens. That's what I just gave you was pig Latin of it. It was really weird,
right?
But it's okay.
It's hard to understand.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
Michael Bivens, go ahead.
He basically was like, the Creed brothers deserve a title shot, and if you're not going to give it to us, we're just going to go take it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they had a match against Imperium.
Yeah.
For that title shot.
And I like the way that Bivens was talking about this. He's walking down the hall, going to the ring. Mm-hmm. And, so the camera's watching them. It's a cool little aesthetic.
It was.
And the whole Diamond Mines, they're all together.
Yeah.
So, as they're walking out.
They never go anywhere without each other.
And, when they come out here, the Creed brothers, for as ugly as they are, they've got this great wrestling ability, as well. I mean, that's what you want for your heel wrestlers. That's very old school.
Yes.
You want the very ugly, and
Brutus and Julius have that.
Brutus and Julius would be names of my attack dogs.
It sounds like it.
And they've got that whole suplex thing I was talking about when all else fails. So they are definitely, able to throw you around.
Yes.
So Imperium looks the part.
Unfortunately, they had to face Marcel Bartel and Fabian Eichner of the Imperium.
Yeah, and Imperium,
they're scary.
They got beat up through the whole match. Mm-hmm. Imperium did. I mean, there was no joke about that. And then there was a little bit of distraction.
Yes, Kushida and Iki Manjiro are very distracting.
Yes. They really are. We'll get more into that in a second.
In a fun way, though.
But they come out distracted. Imperium gets the win.
Yes, because Brutus got out to help, and Julius was all alone.
Mm-hmm. And so then you've got, Imperium in the ring.
Yeah.
And they're standing tall. And then from behind, MSK. Right?
Man, they're like, you don't get our belts. But we'll challenge you anyway.
Yeah, MSK, again, looking fantastic, hitting some wallopers while they're out there.
They just come in hot, there's no stopping.
And that's going to be a fantastic match because, they are fun to watch.
Yeah.
And they are really hated. So I think
people do not like them.
I think that's cool, man.
All.
I honestly, I made a note when we were doing this. My note was this NXT has 10 times the tag teams that the main roster does.
Yeah. They have a stacked tag team.
You could have 3 and have 10 times the tag teams.
True.
But the tag teams are much better. Then we had a little VTR, which of Kyle O'Reilly and Von Wagner.
Speaking of tag teams.
And this was pretty cool. Outdoors, it's Von Wagner shows up.
He's like, you're not going to need a bike for this.
Yeah, Kyle O'Reilly has a little mountain bike. They were going to go. But it's a nice little, like...
Yeah, Von Wagner's out there, like, picking up trees.
Yeah, so they did the Brock Lesnar. So there's this old segment where Brock Lesnar is showing him working out and stuff, and he's running with a tree.
He's squatting the tree.
And I'll never forget it. So they didn't have quite the tree that Brock had.
It was a log.
But they had a tree log.
It was a branch.
And they were running, and then they had a little campfire, and they shared a beer, and then they woke up with Heath Ledger, and it was perfectly fine.
Kyle O'Reilly's like, you're out there, but I'm out there too. Everyone's coming out there.
You don't have to stay out there all alone in the cold.
As long as you have a friend to be out there with.
I brought this one tent and this one sleeping bag. So
they're getting along.
Yeah. One thing I like also on 2.0, they're trying to introduce you to the characters.
Yeah.
So they're trying to really get introduce and show you, this is what this person does, this is what this person does. And it's so 1980s WWE.
It really is.
It's like, here's a plumber, here's an electrician, here's a boxer. Here's a cannibal,
Oh, man.
All really good stuff. And we were going to, and it's just going to the commercial. They're showing you the Corey Jade's coming up next.
Right.
So in doing that, they're showing you a skater girl, because she's no longer Tarot girl.
Get excited, here she comes.
She a skater girl. So it's pretty cool.
She's not going to say, see you later, girl.
Oh, wow.
So we came back from commercial. And there was Joe Gacy.
What happened on commercial, Raja? On commercial, we were introduced to the fact that Chucky, hi, I'm Chucky,
is going to be at Halloween Havoc.
Uh-huh.
It's appropriate.
If Chucky, oh, Jesus.
You think he's going to interfere in a match? I hope he spins the wheel. I hope he's the spin the wheel, make the deal guy.
Jesus Christ, dude. Listen. If Chucky interferes in a match, I don't know if I can take it. I remember...
It's all in good fun.
Zombies
harmless.
Zombies was bad enough, man.
Oh, the zombies were pretty bad.
I still have, problems over the zombie thing. So...
I'm just interested to see how they're going to play it because it's a doll.
All right, so listen, my darling snowflake. Tell me about Joe Gacy.
This segment had some real, Arkham Asylum vibes for me. It was creepy.
Nice choice.
He's just sitting there talking. You think he's just talking to us. He's like... I'm empathic and
funny enough, I picked up on some of the empathic stuff too and talk about microaggressions, disenfranchised.
There was a lot of words in there.
It's like he was reading all the words in the list.
He had a list of the words.
It's like safe space trigger, disenfranchised.
Yes, and then he puts out his hand and he says, take my hand. And then reveals who he's actually talking to.
Parker Boudreaux.
His snowflake.
Harlan.
I hope that's what they call him from now on.
I hope they cuddle and say it. I think that Parker Boudreaux made so much noise when they were signing him. And he's like, I'm next Brock Lesnar. And he's like, and he had all these, he was seeing himself in the red and yellow.
Yeah.
He was seeing himself with the vitamins and the, Miss Elizabeth on his shoulder and everything. And they come in and make him a gimp.
Oh, man. I told you I got cult vibes from that guy. Are you the snowflake or am I?
It's totally me.
I guess.
Totally me.
The bigger guy has to be the follower, right? Oh, man. That was just great. It was hilarious.
It's interesting.
It is interesting.
So, Legado del Fantasma.
Yes.
In-ring promo.
Mm-hmm.
And
Santos Escobar is not happy.
Yeah, Escobar talked about the first thing he was ever told in the business. May God bless you with luck. And he was talking about how one lucky son of a bitch last week.
Mm-hmm. He got away. Mm-hmm. And then he didn't. His luck ran out.
Talking about Mello. So he's really upset about that. Yeah, the luck's run out and we're going that way. So that leads into Elektra Lopez versus Cora Jade.
Yes, Cora Jade interrupted her, which is not nice.
No, at least she did it with her little skater and she no tarot, So.
Yeah. No.
It was.
Definitely.
It wasn't. She just beat her up.
Yeah, it was. Just
and there was a roll up at the end, and Cora won again.
Yes, by some magic, she won.
The magic was there wasn't a shoulder down.
No, it was like 1, 2, 3, but she was like rolling out of it at the same time.
And this is not even part of the story.
No,
this is like something where Elektra has some kind of spinal issue, and it was like refs over here. He's out of position, but either way,
he didn't catch it.
The deal is Cora's speed and her tenacity and wherewithal can pin you.
Yes, she is getting a lot of wins lately.
Yeah,
with that,
racking it up, and that's cool. She's a cute girl. They keep putting over. Part of her gimmick is she's 20.
Yeah.
The only problem with that is you're eventually 25.
You can't have that forever.
So it's time to learn other things.
Yes.
It cannot
grow up
cannot always be your gimmick.
So next we saw Braun Breaker and Tommaso Ciampa in the back, and Braun's basically like, let's go out there and coexist.
Braun Breaker. Braun Steiner. Just
Rex Steiner.
Listen, man. It's time.
It is. And it's happening next week.
It's time. They have to do it. The fans bark like your dad.
I just gotta say, I love how Tommaso holds the belt. Like someone's going to steal it from him all the time.
Do you like
just
that?
Hugging it.
Very strange.
Constantly. But he's basically like, I'm going to let you take the lead. You said you'd protect me until Halloween Havoc.
I'd be like, you know what? I'm really glad I won this belt, Vince, but can we clean it? Is this allowed? Because
I would say so.
It's a bit weird.
Oh, man. We had a little promo talking about Grayson Waller and LA Knight. They both want to be the host for Halloween Havoc.
Yes, they're
going to fight it out. And then we had a match. Oh, golly gee whiz. Between Io Shirai, JC Jane, and Persia Pirotta, each from each of the tag teams that are going to be facing at Halloween Havoc, to see which one of them gets to spin the wheel to decide the stipulation for the tag team match.
Which doesn't make any sense.
No.
It doesn't matter who spins the damn wheel.
It's not like you're getting an advantage.
Yeah, the wheel's not like,
I'm going to spin better for you.
It's Io Shirai. I better pick this match.
It's really weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
They didn't think that one out.
But the story of this match was, of course, JC Jane going for a suicide dive, getting caught up in the ropes, and smacking her face on the floor. Yeah, it was terrible.
It was fugly.
It looked awful.
It really did.
She even took a dive after that, too.
Persia went over to check on her real quick. And the thing was, number one, Persia looks like a puppy of pig paws. Yeah. Like she's going to be good. She's got some size to her.
Yeah.
And it's just right now, she doesn't really have the momentum down. Right now, she's just not very fluid. Mm-hmm. And, it's coming, though.
Yeah.
And yes, Jane's suicide dive head first. Again, it's a suicide dive for a reason. She got called up. The medic came out during the picture-in-picture break.
Yeah, they had to check on her because it was bad.
You were seeing the whole time. There was so much bad producing here, so much bad production, I should say. The ref the whole time is like touching his little gimmick, talking, and he's just straight up talking, especially on the PIP break. It's
like they don't realize
the whole time. And Io Shirai, he's like,
and she's like,
just total time,
holding the whole
and he's like, okay. The whole time it's very distracting.
It slowed down a whole lot.
Yeah,
buddy,
a whole lot. And then, my God, it's such a mess. It was just, and I have it written here, just such a mess.
Yeah.
After Jane got taken out of the match, basically the refs leading the match. I have it written down. What a mess! They look lost, taken home.
Yeah. They didn't know where to go.
Yeah, it was like like blind leading the blind on this. Then I wrote down Genius of the Sky. Flunked the test because slipped off the top.
She did have a slip and an ugly drop kick.
Yeah, but she did win with the moonsault.
Yes, and she got to spin the wheel.
And I wrote, thank God. But it landed. Now, this is cool. I still think that they're going to have a great triple threat.
Oh, yeah, the triple threat match is going to be fantastic. I hope JC Jane's all right enough to wrestle next week.
She will be. But no, I think she'll be fine. So it's going to be a Scareway to Hell ladder match.
Ooh, ladder match.
Pretty cool.
With the tag team belts suspended, Whoever gets there first wins.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun.
Scareway to Hell. So
it's punny.
I'm scared already.
Oh, man.
Because these girls on a ladder.
Oh, God. It's going to be fabulous, though. I can't wait.
Yeah, this is NASCAR. This goes to one of my things I don't understand. Maybe you can help me.
Okay.
What does Legado del Fantasma have against the garage door? Because they beat the shit out of that garage door.
Maybe it is blocking their way. I don't know.
I think Trey Baxter was down at the bottom, too.
Oh, yeah. He was down there for sure.
Anyway, it was really funny.
He was hiding while
it was like,
all
right, guys, on 3, make a lot of noise on that door. Because they're like kicking on Trey, but it's like...
It was just there.
Witness a neighbor down the street going, what's going on?
Oh, man.
But yeah, it was...
Poor Trey.
Little beat down on Trey, and they got Cora over in the corner.
Because they're mad.
Yeah, not so funny now, is it? So, yeah.
And this prompted Josh Briggs and Brooks Jensen to come for the save. They're like, no, you can't do that.
Yeah,
that garage door did nothing to you.
We're rednecks from Massachusetts.
We're good guys. We're tough guys.
Good old country Massachusetts.
Oh, man. So next we got a promo for Solo Sikoa, who is going to be debuting
What up, Oos?
Yes.
What up, Oos?
Yes, of course. He's part of the family.
He is. Bloodline.
Yes.
Legit bloodline.
He is.
His character is going to be a Samoan street fighter, from all I can tell.
Yes, the champion of the islands, the street champion of the islands.
Yeah.
That is his moniker.
But he's going to have to be like...
Yeah, he's like Baby Oos.
He's going to be bloodline really quick, right?
Yeah, they're going to like yank him right up there, I imagine.
Do you know what's really cool? You know what his actual name is?
What?
Samoa Joe.
I wasn't expecting you to say that.
Nobody's expecting Samoa Joe. What happens when real Samoa Joe shows up?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got to see Kushida and Ike Manjiro again in the bathroom, of all places.
You love this part.
Ike Manjiro just jumps in there when Kushida's taking a whiz, and he's like, hey, we're a great team. We should team.
Vince loves that kind of stuff.
And Kushida's
did he
like...
spray him? It looks...
no, thank God. Because he was wearing that fancy jacket, you know?
Yeah.
So Kushida's like, I need to style strong. And he's like, no, you're Kushida. And he grabs his bag and unzips it and just tosses his shit all over the bathroom.
Boo on that, by the way. Boo. I don't want him to wear the Back to the Future stuff.
They're going Back to the Future.
No, I like it better in like Young Boy outfit or something. I mean, anything but the Back to the Future crap.
Oh, it's his thing, though. It's his shtick.
Yeah, well, speaking of shtick. Hey!
Yes, we had Tony D'Angelo next.
Yes.
Hey.
And they're talking about all his online love. I went to go check. They're right.
People love Tony D'Angelo.
He was actually very over. And, you know, so the funny thing about Tony D'Angelo was one of his things was his opponent, Ru Fang.
Uh-huh.
I had to write that down.
Yeah.
So it was just, all I heard in my head was Urang. It's like Ru Fang.
It's a Butler character.
It's like somebody with an impediment. Ru Fang. No.
All I could think about the whole time was Barrett talking about having the foam chef kiss hands for the fan. I want one.
Yeah, you need it.
Thunder Rosa.
You absolutely need it. Well, Ru Fang, to me, and I made them know, he looked like Keanu Reeves playing an Asian character.
He really did.
It's like, I would have to like
That's a great call out.
Check this guy's card. It's like, dude, I think you're a Phasian.
Oh, no. Another thing they need to check, where's Mark the producer? From Lashing Out. Rumor has it that Tony D'Angelo had something to do with that. But you know, he gave us the best advice. Forget about it.
Hey!
And everything's fine.
I got something better for you. Where's Lashing Out?
Oh, yeah. We didn't see that tonight, did we?
Yeah,
You think Tony D'Angelo put a little...
Maybe Tony D'Angelo said that didn't perform very good in the key demo.
He didn't give him the nod?
Oh, wow. Maybe he gave him the cold stare.
Oh, probably. He gave Mark the cold stare. Poor Mark. May he rest in peace.
Yeah, his name's Mark.
So next we had a little backstage vignette with Duke Hudson in his poker room.
Duke's poker room. He barely knew her. So, oh
man.
Poker, I barely knew her.
He's like, might as well call me the house because the house always wins.
Because he's going to be going there soon. He keeps up promos of that quality.
So next we were supposed to have a tag team match between Josh Briggs and Brooks Jensen and
Dunn.
Joaquin Wilde and Raul Mendoza of Legado del Fantasma.
Very good.
Who just continue to beat people up tonight. It's like their thing now, I guess.
Yeah, but it don't matter how much you beat them up.
No, they attacked him before the match.
Yeah, they were laying and then they hit him with a chair again. It don't matter because big old tough UMass Briggs.
Yeah, they're tough guys.
He could come out and
they're bar fighters.
Absolutely, they are with their superhero tattoos all over them. You know, it's good stuff. You can have superhero tattoos and be a bar fighter.
You can.
I don't have a problem with it.
They already tried to be superheroes tonight, and that's what got them whacked before the match.
So Wild and Mendoza have a Wild Mendoza type finish there because you got the Russian leg sweep, and he comes off the rope with a big kick to the face.
Mm-hmm.
Not like the straight boot to the face, but I guess it would be a roundhouse on Raw. But it was a pretty cool little finish. I liked it.
They got the win.
Yeah, and then we had a package on next week's NXT Women's Championship match between Mandy Rose and Raquel Gonzalez. Now, funny what they showed in this.
Oh, this video package, man.
So
I was like cringing the whole time.
Raquel's comes off like, you know, I'm every woman. You know, she's like...
I'm always in the gym.
She's lifting. She's riding her freaking motorcycle, but not a Harley.
She might as well said, I'm not like other women in the video package.
She could have said that. Mandy, however, should have said, I've had other women in the video package or anybody that just comes along. She, again, reminds me of the drunk mom. She reminds me of the MILF, just to be honest with you. Like, it's like, hey, Tommy, we're going to stay at your house this weekend, all right? Your mom said it was cool.
It's the Mean Girls
What
mom.
do you mean? Did you talk to my mom? Oh, man, guys, come on. Oh, no, it's perfectly cool, man. Your mom's going to buy us some beer, man.
Mom, I told you not to talk to my
listen,
friends.
Listen, we all had friends with that mom.
Oh, man. So, yes, Mandy Rose is like, I'm going to do what you're doing. I'm just going to look better doing it. That was the whole point. She looks better, so she deserves to be the champion, was her entire point, I think.
Sorry, I was hearing Garth Brooks in my head.
So then we had another vignette for the mystery superstar.
Yes.
That's going to be debuting at Halloween Havoc.
Who's it going to be?
Who knows?
I still think it's going to be Ember Moon.
It does seem that way. She was throwing stuff in a hole.
Yeah, the weird stuff is, not that I paused it or slowed it down, but it was like the War Games poster. The
crutch.
Yeah, the NXT War Games poster, a crutch. Yeah. Did anybody get hurt in the War Games? Hey, that's a good question.
It's a good question.
Because there was the crutch.
Yes.
And the night of War Games, did anybody get hurt? Because it's totally the War Games poster.
Yeah. So maybe that's a sign. It's an Easter egg.
It could be. It could be. Well, there you go.
Oh, so then we saw Trick and Carmelo again.
Yes.
They're backstage looking for the title because they still don't have it. Mm-hmm. And they're going through lockers, and there's one conspicuously lit up over there, and they're like, it must be that one. So they open it, and there's a note inside.
Yes.
From Dexter Lumis.
Some nice artwork, too.
He wants them to meet him there next week at Halloween Havoc. Something about a haunted house, I believe.
Oh, it's a haunted house match. That's what I'm excited about.
It's going to be so good.
It's a haunted house match. It's a cinematic match, if you will.
Yes.
If you will. I'm excited.
Well, there's no way Dexter Lumis and Johnny Gargano can lose this.
Oh, I don't know about the booking. I quit. I quit giving that any credence whatsoever.
You're just happy about the match.
I'm excited about the match because it's almost Halloween and we're going to have a haunted house match.
We're happy.
We can have fun here.
Yes, we have so much fun during NXT. I tell you what.
Oh, dude, it's a lot. It's just a fun show. Again, It's a fun show. So what do we go to next?
So next we had the match between LA Knight and Grayson Waller to decide who's going to host Halloween Havoc.
I call him Wallaby Grayson. He's from Australia, don't you know?
Tie me kangaroo down.
He was trained by Robbie Eagle. He was.
That shows.
It really does, yeah.
So LA Knight won. So he gets to host Halloween Havoc. I was kind of hoping it was going to be Grayson because he would just be so funny.
I call him Lock a Nigget.
Oh, man. And then we had our main event. Tommaso Ciampa and Braun Breaker.
I call him Tomato Chomper.
Versus the grizzled young veteran.
Yeah. Tomato Chomper and Braun Steiner kid.
Oh, that Steiner kid.
Brawny
Oh,
Steiner
man.
kid.
So, of course, they were able to coexist because Braun Breaker doesn't want anything to happen to Tommaso, even though we let him in the match and, like, let him get beat down for quite a while without stepping in.
And again, man, listen, Ciampa looks so good, except for his face and stuff. Like, Ciampa looks so good from, like, here to here.
Right.
That it looks like one of those shirts that fat guys wear.
Right.
That makes them have the abs and everything.
I know exactly what you mean.
I hate those shirts because they really look like these dudes have abs. It like freaks me out.
Yeah.
It really does. I'm like, Jesus Christ, is it that easy? You know?
Oh.
But I got to tell you a funny story. This is like inside baseball.
Okay.
So I was wanting my 6-pack back, right?
Okay.
So I was doing crunches every day. And I think I broke a rib. I haven't been able to breathe fully for 3 days.
No.
So I like after 3 days, I was like, oh, hey, and I could feel them right at the top, just the top ones, because I was doing crunches. I haven't figured out the bottom two. But so
Gotta do reverse.
So I'm in the mirror and I was like, and I could see them pop out.
Uh-huh.
And that's when I heard something go,
Oh, no.
and I was just like, oh my God.
You're too strong.
So I can't breathe. And I can't get a full breath. If you see me like going up over
You're
and over.
In pain.
Yeah, I can still feel them kind of, but guess what? They're not going to come back because I'm not going to do that again.
I was just gonna put it in.
I was so close.
Oh.
So anyway, I greatly appreciate Chomper for his
his
dedication.
physique.
Yeah, he's got some great physique, but it don't matter when you look like a Steiner.
Yeah. So, when you're with a Steiner, what are you gonna do?
There's a different kind of strength.
Yeah.
When he's got the grizzled young vets and he's like,
Have you seen his legs?
it just don't matter. Like he could pick him up. And that was the thing that his dad was famous for and his uncle was famous for, other than stealing POs and stuff. But it's like picking just.
Like no matter what you're doing, he'll just
Yeah. It don't matter if you want to go, you don't want to go.
he's going.
You're just going to go up. And I just feel for these guys because they're in the air and you know.
They're like crap.
Yeah. They're screwed.
They know they're hitting something.
But he looks very smooth. Like, even in this match, if I'm critiquing it highly, one hesitation. There's just one hesitation in the whole performance.
Looks great.
Of course, he's protected, right? And
Yeah.
there are ways to protect this stuff, but that's smart booking. There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
There's nothing wrong with accentuating
How you learn.
someone's good stuff, and he's got a lot of good stuff.
Yes.
And he's got the size. He's got the promo, honestly.
Yeah.
I believe him. So when he's talking, I believe he's actually got a really cool look. Like, he actually looks halfway pissed off and crazy all
Yeah,
the
he
time.
does.
Like, you don't want to, like,
You don't want him on your bad side.
you don't necessarily want to go on a date with the guy.
But he also seems very respectful, like of Tommaso. He's like, I want you in your best form next week.
Yeah, like
He's not a bad guy.
Like he respects the business.
But he's crazy.
But he is crazy. He has that crazy side. He has the snap ability.
He's passionate.
Yeah.
There you go.
It sounds like he's our son and we're trying to make excuses.
We're like, he didn't mean to. He's just very passionate.
I've heard these excuses before. Like, he's all right.
We're Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville in the back going,
Oh, my God. Oh, you just wait.
we don't know.
You just wait.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow.
So Tommaso and Braun won the match, heading into their big match next week, which we're very excited for.
So excited.
Halloween Havoc's going to be so great.
NXT Go Home Show for Halloween Havoc was fantastic.
It was
It was really
entertaining
good.
from start to
Again,
finish.
had a little bit of everything on there. If you guys are missing it, I hope you're at least watching this and you tune in next week. You got to watch Halloween Havoc.
Yeah, you can't miss Halloween Havoc.
I mean, the card. Give them the card, Raja.
Oh, man, the card.
The card.
So we have the NXT Championship match between Tommaso Ciampa and Braun Breaker.
Right.
We have a spin the wheel, make the deal match between Raquel Gonzalez and Mandy Rose for the women's
I
championship.
love the fact they're really spinning the piss out of this wheel.
Yeah.
Like,
They're
they only had like a small budget. They're
Yeah.
like,
like, we have the wheel.
yeah,
We're going to use it.
a lot.
Then, of course, we have the Scareway to Hell ladder match between Io Shirai and Zoe Starks.
Yes.
Toxic Attraction and Indy Hartwell and Parada. Easy for me to say.
Wow, I'm honestly impressed that you kept going through that.
I didn't want to stop.
What she just did would have prevented that train wreck happening after homegirl hit her neck.
Oh, we
So
hope JC Jane's okay.
Just keep going, and eventually the words
hesitate.
the words catch up to your brain.
Yes. We have another spin the wheel, make the deal match for the NXT Tag Team Championships between MSK and Imperium. So that'll be fun.
That's going to be fantastic.
I hope it's something where they get to use weapons.
Oh, but there's going to be a lot of weapons in this. I mean, damn, dude. Everything's a gimmick match. It's like an old Great American Bash.
We also have the special guest and the debut of Solo Sikoa.
Oos.
Yes.
Little Oos.
And presumably a haunted house match.
Little Oos the baby goose.
Yes. So that's going to be so much fun.
The haunted house match is going to be great.
Yes.
So, I mean, damn, dude. I mean, you got to think 2-hour show with commercials.
And Chucky's going to be there.
Yeah, oh yeah, and Chucky. And hosted by
LA Knight.
Lucky Nigget. So, pretty cool. And that's what he needs to be doing.
Yes. He's definitely a showman.
Mm-hmm. He's a hype guy.
Oh,
He's a suitor.
So before we leave you, what about those Fast Nationals?
The Fast Nationals. Wait, I need some kind of segment thing. Some kind of monkey in a race car or something.
Oh, no.
That just goes across the window.
Oh,
so,
man.
This is our Blind Tag Wrestling.
A lot of monkeys on this show.
I like monkeys. You got a problem with monkeys?
Is it because of Purple Monkey?
It is.
Oh.
So, you're watching the Blind Tag Wrestling Fast Nationals.
Yes, you are.
And right on this, again, the Fast Nationals, the whole gimmick to it is we're going to give you stories probably before we should. They might be right. They might be wrong. But we're just going to do them anyway.
Yeah.
Because we paid for them.
Because they're here and we have them.
And we leaked them. So, no, all kidding aside, just some real quick hitters. Number one, I'm excited to say this because it makes me feel all
warm and fuzzy.
All gold dusty. Daniel Garcia is all elite.
Yay, Daniel.
Official like.
Good job.
So they're going to be real happy. 2.0 is going to be real happy.
Oh, their son is all elite.
Their son is all elite. I'm real happy because I think of the future.
Yeah.
And, one of the things he said is he didn't want to just sign with somebody just to have that contract.
Uh-huh.
He wanted to sign with someone, where he could develop and do. And look what they've done with him.
Yeah.
God, Lord.
We have the 4 pillars, but he's like the one after them. Like, he's on that level where he's going to keep it going behind them. We're stacked for the future.
Absolutely. I mean, just stacked.
Completely.
Yeah. Dolly Parton stacked. I mean, just like there. So it's almost too stacked.
In your face stacked.
It's exactly Dolly Parton. It's almost too much like stacked. It's like,
he might fall over.
am I actually going to be able to play with all of this?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I have time for everything.
Yeah. I mean, how are we going to do this? I'm going to be done with mine way before you. All right, so WWE Raw, the numbers are in and draws the lowest ever rating in the key demographic.
Oh.
That one vaunted 18 to 49, it's done. The lowest they've had.
The networks aren't going to be happy about this.
Yeah, dude, I mean, ever. They say back to 2014, before that, they didn't really keep up with it as far as announcing it.
Right.
But it seems to be that it's probably the lowest ever.
That's sad.
And that is nutty.
But at the same time, not surprising.
Now, again, I will say this in their defense. Not only do you have the NFL, as competition, but also, the NLCS, ALC, there's a lot of baseball going on. There is a lot of competition right now.
Monday night's not a great night to be on.
A lot of top tier competition on right now for all shows.
Yeah. Sports are everywhere.
I know that one of my favorite teams is playing in the NLCS. So, I think a lot of people are probably watching that stuff right now.
It's okay because the draft is coming up to change everything.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's going to be different.
Yeah.
Just wait till after Crown Jewel.
Yeah, they're going to change everything.
Oh, geez.
With all the new people that they moved around.
All the stars they're making.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
NXT Halloween Havoc looks really cool, don't it?
It does. I'm so excited.
I'm excited about that. Sorry. I'm kind of ahead. So, announced for the Universal Studio tapings for Dark this coming Sunday. Now, Saturday night, if you're in the Orlando area, you could go to Dynamite. Yeah. Which I'm really thinking about doing, to be honest with you, because I'm buying my tickets for another Dynamite and excited about this because I'm thinking, that's only 10 hours.
That's not bad.
I can get there pretty easily.
Oh, man.
But On Sunday, they're doing 2 sets of tapings at Universal for their Dark. And this time with these, all the stars, they listed it out. And it's like all top tier stars, but
They're all gonna
maybe
be there.
none as much as the announcement that we had today. Have you heard it?
Yes, I'm so excited.
Too Fast, Too Fuego are making their debut at the Universal tapings.
Oh, I can't wait for those to actually come on Dark so I can see it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's really cool. A whole lot of stars, are going to be there, which, I mean, Dark is always a good show,
Yeah.
but to load it up like this was interesting to me.
Find so many good people on there.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
you find people you're like, they're going to be a star.
Absolutely. And anyway, that's our Fast Nationals. We got a lot more coming to you because you know what time it almost is. We just want to remind you guys about this. It's that time for G1.
Yes.
G1, baby.
Oh, man.
So we're not even going to start with what the final is. So the next time you see us, we're going to be bringing you the full recap of the G1 final, and we're going to bring you a recap of the G1 itself so you can go take a look, check it out. If you haven't checked it out, see what the best matches are. So we're going to give like the top matches and all that good stuff, and it's going to be important one day. We're going to give our MVP, our personal MVP for the tournament.
A heralded spot.
Yes, it is. It will be. It will be. And we might have to each do one just so I can give the one I want. So, anyway, for Raja, I'm John. So long from Blind Tag Wrestling News Now. Bye.